Sports, I'm Aaron Levine, and I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. The first time I saw Cliff Avril was at a Benihana's right after he signed with the Seahawks in 2013. He was alone, but amongst a group of strangers at the table behind us. He introduced himself to everyone as Cliff. When he was done, he paid his bill, he said his pleasantries, and left. And when everyone else at the table asked for their bill, the waitress came over and said it was already taken care of. Avril had paid the entire bill. Cliff Avril had made 10 fans in Seattle before he even took the field. But it was a small gesture that represented everything Avril has stood for as a player and as a man. From his charity work, building houses and schools in his native Haiti, to his contributions to our local community and annual Dining to Make a Difference event, and his Pro Bowl caliber play on the field, Avril became a fan favorite and an example to others. This week, both Avril and Ichiro stepped aside from their respective teams. The word retirement was not used in either case, but the words role model should. The simple fact that Ichiro was willing to come back to Seattle and remains here in a mentoring role speaks volumes about his character, too. After spending the majority of a Hall of Fame career here, the statistics speak for themselves in terms of setting a standard for others. But his willingness to stay around and now provide guidance for these new teammates shows reciprocation to a franchise and a city that's embraced him throughout his career. This is not a comparison between on-field legacies because that would be unfair. But to me, at least, this week is less disappointing, as it should be, because both men's journeys continue in a different form. If the Mariners reach the playoffs for the first time since 2001, I would much rather have guys like Ichiro and Edgar Martinez playing roles in that success and celebrating on the field, too. And by all indications, Avril is hanging around Seattle also, continuing to play a positive role in both the sports scene and the community as a whole. Both athletes have paved the way for a new generation of athletes for which we can all be excited. We talked about it last week after the draft with the Seahawks. And with the M's, well, the glimpses we've seen this season, including last night, speak for themselves. So this week we said a modified farewell, but far from a goodbye. A thank you for what they've done, but also what they'll still do. Both franchises are all the better because of both men. But most importantly, our city is too. So what do you